We're recording. So, what's up, man? The dog. Are you on mute?
No,
What's wrong with the dog?
I was taking a nap.
Looks
She's sad because her mama's not here.
What's Claire doing? Celebrating still?
Oh, she's at work.
Oh man, it was Claire's birthday, right?
Yeah, on Monday.
How was that? Did you all party?
Yeah, she celebrated. We mainly celebrated on the weekend because Monday. We're so busy during the week. We can hardly do anything. I don't practice anymore.
You don't practice vihuela?
No, I don't practice anymore. So by the time I get to Friday, I'm trash. And then when I get to Sunday, it's like a lot better. But yeah, okay.
You're gonna
By Sunday.
Adolf's gonna take away your black belt.
Yeah. Apparently, I don't have a black belt yet. I'm still in the yellow belt.
You're like 30.
No,
years,
on the white belt.
You're like 30 years and your head of hair away from black belt. You gotta be bald, like the masters.
Yeah. You mean Julian and dude, all the Vihuela players for some reason are bald.
Yeah, you looking forward to that or not?
No. That's why I'm quitting already. Dang.
Oh,
Moving over to guitar.
your guitar players are tall.
Those guys always seem to have a full head of hair.
If you move to guitar, would you get taller? Would you like grow?
Yes. Yes.
And if you play guitarrón, you get fat. These are all
The stereotypes
these are all facts
of the armonia.
of life of mariachi.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is. I don't know. You can't explain it, but it's
Just
it
the way
looks like.
it is.
But we are episode something or something. I don't really know because also 7. But there's
I don't know.
another episode that's gonna come out this week though before this one.
Oh, okay.
So this is episode something. And did you check out the episode with Reuben?
Yeah, I did.
You watch it all?
Yeah, because he never sent it to me. No, not all of it.
Oh yeah, I forgot to send it to you.
No, not all of it. Because I've been so busy, but it was really interesting.
It was long, but it was fun.
Yeah, I need to finish it.
I did a lot of edits.
I really wanted to do that one.
Yeah, so our previous guest, Reuben, so I called him. So I sent him a text because I started messaging people here from the valley, and he just happened to be in McAllen, like at that exact moment. And since he lives all the way in Rio Grande City, he's like, "Well, I can do it right now." And I'm like, "Okay." So we did it in that moment. And and I messaged you, but you couldn't make it. And he just came by, and that was the first time we've like really sat and talked to each other.
Yeah. I've never had a conversation with him really either.
Oh, and when he was telling that story about the trumpet player on I think our page, the trumpet player commented, Ambrosio.
Yeah, he was the trumpet player that lost his trumpet. It got stolen.
Yeah, did you ever find it?
I don't think so. I mean, yeah, it's unfortunate. I think they took everything in that car. So, and his trumpet was one of them. But I don't think they ever found it.
That sucks. But no, he commented. He's like, "Hey, that was me." He's like, "That was my trumpet."
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah,
"Wow,
dude.
the
He
arts."
he was so like starstruck when he came off the stage, and he was like, "Dude, this thing was amazing." It was like he was, it was like he was Thanos with the Infinity Stone or something.
Yeah, Ruben
That was
said.
pretty funny.
Ruben said he just got that trumpet like that week, and
Yeah,
he still has it like today. That's the one he uses. And man, that was a long time ago. That was 7 years
yeah,
ago. 6, 7, yeah,
yeah. I think
seven.
it might. Yeah, it was a while back.
But the episode was fun, and I did some edits so where there are certain stories we talked about, and I found the videos.
Yeah, I saw that.
Did you see the one with Rigoberto?
Actually, no, I didn't see that one.
That I found the video of him in Albuquerque and Rigoberto and him singing on stage because he
Hmm.
talked about that. And then in the beginning, I found the video of when he sang A los Cuatro Vientos.
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, and I thought he was playing for real, but now
Oh
looking
yeah,
at it, I'm like, oh, that's he's faking it.
no.
Now you can now well I can tell, but
Yeah, no, now you can tell. But I remember seeing it when it came out. Uh, I think I don't know. I mean, I knew he played guitar, so maybe I was thinking maybe he just recorded it and then like in the video he was just doing whatever.
yeah, I saw that, and as that video went pretty big, pretty viral for in this area and well really within mariachi. And then he has some videos of him singing with camperos out in LA.
Hmm.
Uh, and we got into did you watch up to where we talked about how all the players switched from Rio to Roma?
Yeah, yeah. He was
Yeah,
talking about. I heard when he was talking about it.
yeah, that was crazy. And he even told me
Pretty interesting.
some more things off camera, or
Yeah.
yeah, off the podcast. And I was like, damn, that's crazy. I didn't know it was we didn't nobody really knows why unless you're like there part of it.
Yeah.
And and then I put the picture. Did you see the picture I put?
Yeah.
Where yeah, it was like you see Mario in 2012 Rio and then 2013.
Hmm.
And I was like,
I remember that drama was so big, and I say drama because like I figured something must have happened. But like that drama was so big that even us here in Central Texas were like, "Whoa, he's they switched over."
yeah, I mean it was a big thing.
Yeah,
But that episode was fun. If y'all haven't seen it, uh, go watch
yeah,
it.
it's pretty neat.
That
That was a good one.
I think it's like our um
Most viewed
you know yeah, well it's our most viewed on YouTube.
YouTube. Yeah,
Part of the reason is because I only put it on YouTube. I did that for two reasons. One, I wanted people to see the actual video, as I did a lot of editing, and
and
part
was
of
it too
the
long?
video. Um, well, I mean, it could upload it to Spotify, no problem. But the way I have the program or our whole site right now is there's a limit because since we're uploading so little, I lowered
Yeah.
it to pay less. But so basically, I need to upgrade the plan so I
Mm.
can upload the video on Spotify. But I'll probably do that this week. It's gonna be out on Spotify. But that video, yeah, got like over 100 views in like 2 days, and I was like,
Yeah,
damn.
I mean it's Reuben. You know,
Yeah, he's
it's Reuben.
a popular guy.
Yeah,
And man, he told
he's
me
awesome.
some more crazy stories off camera that I can't even say on here because they're pretty funny. But
All the good stuff.
yeah, the good stuff that you can say on camera. Because we talked for even like half an hour after the podcast.
Yeah.
But go watch that if you haven't, and if you haven't, you suck. But we got to get into this episode. Even Matt, we haven't We haven't recorded in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
It was so
It's
it's Claire's birthday Monday.
uh-huh.
Your birthday's coming up.
Yeah. I've been pretty busy out spending money too, so I might have to work on my birthday too.
Is your birthday what does it fall on? Sunday?
Sunday, yeah.
Man.
And I know we have at least
Cool.
1 hour on Sunday, so
Oh, I was in Austin this past weekend.
what'd you do?
I partied. Partied like crazy. Nah. I played with compadres. Um Dude, we had a lot of work. 8 hours on Saturday. Well, it was 6. Oh yeah, it was 6 hours. And at the end, I said I got a call, and then we went to do another one, so it was 7 hours.
Was it for the SECs or just happened to have a lot of work?
It was mostly just like regular, We had a mass at 2, and then after that, we went to play 2 hours for them. It was a
Oh yeah,
wedding,
yeah.
so it was 3, and then another 2 hour gig, so it was 5, and then an hour gig, it was 6. But the second 2 hour gig was in Lampasas. It was
Damn.
way the hell out there. And
How
then
much y'all get paid?
yo, dude, I got paid a lot. I don't know if he paid everybody the same, but I mean, he usually does. Well, at least now, because now it's like older guys, and these older guys aren't gonna like take shit like that. Everybody's gonna pay the same pretty much. But I
I'm
was
just
getting,
wondering.
well, I was getting like 75, 80.
Dang.
So for like the 9 hours the whole weekend, made almost 700.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I made more in this past weekend in 2 days in Austin than I did in like 2 weeks in the Valley.
Yeah. It's just how it goes, man.
And I'm like, dude, this sucks. But no, I was there in Austin for Saturday, played all day. Sunday, had a couple gigs. We played with this new guy. He just moved to San Marcos. He goes to Texas State. I don't know if you met him yet. He's older, plays violin, super tall.
Richard?
Nah, he's from Chicago.
Oh, really?
What the hell is his name? Luis. I don't know. He's been helping out Sudoeste from what he says.
Oh, okay.
He knows a lot. He's
Yeah.
from Chicago. I think he's getting his master's
Oh, okay, okay.
at Texas State. And I took him on Sunday because we couldn't find a light. Oh man, I gotta talk about this. So Jarek was supposed to go. Well, first of all, he's supposed to go on Saturday, but
Yeah.
Jarek's car broke a few weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
so he's been missing a lot. And he was gonna go on Sunday, but this guy went out on Saturday night. I don't know if you have him on Snapchat
No.
or you don't have a Snapchat, do you?
No.
Yes. Well, anyways, he posted on a Snapchat that he got jumped.
Damn, Jerry. I shouldn't be laughing, but what the
It
hell?
was pretty bad though. He got like fucked up.
Really?
Yeah, like apparently
Oh my
they
God.
like knocked him out and he had bruises and big old bones.
Why?
I
Dude,
don't,
but I'm like, I feel like Jarek's the type that would piss somebody off like that, you know? Like sometimes he says some questionable stuff. Yeah,
with Jarek he
that's
does
crazy.
he say stupid shit, but a lot of the times he kind of understands his own limit to pissing people off. Um,
Yeah.
the problem is sometimes Jarek is also kind of like an easy person to target just because of
Yeah.
his outgoing nature. But he will fight, right? He'll fight somebody. Like he will do it even though he might lose. He'll just fucking do it. He's practiced his
Yeah.
own martial arts and shit, right? The problem is, I mean, I practice Muay Thai and boxing, but if there's 5 guys and then one of me, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You're gonna get your ass kicked. And Jarek doesn't understand that. So he fought like 5 guys. I'm like,
Shit,
yo,
dude.
like, you're not gonna win. Not how good of a fighter you are. I mean,
Yeah.
unless you're like an amazing god level fighter. But you're
Yeah.
not. So if you're by yourself and you're ripped as fuck and you fight and there's 5 guys on you, you run.
Yeah.
Just run away. There's was nothing that you might win, but that's a very small chance.
Either that or start, you know, going for some nut shots or something.
He I don't know, but he got jumped on Saturday night.
Yeah. Where'd he
And
go? Sixth Street or what?
I think so. I think he was
See, that's
out on 6.
Sixth Street is nasty, bro.
Yeah, gonna go out.
Yeah.
You should go to the Domain by where you live. It's real nice and calm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, and so he didn't go Sunday, but he messaged Eugenio like maybe 10, 11 in the morning,
Yeah.
and we had our first gig at like 4,
Yeah.
like 4:30. So we found this guy like last minute, and it was crazy because Ivan messaged Eugenio. He's like,
Uh-huh.
"Hey, do you?" Oh, he said, "In case you need a violin for whenever, there's this guy." And it was just a big
Yeah.
coincidence because he didn't even call Ivan. I didn't call Ivan. Ivan just messaged him. So we're like, cool. We took him. He played well. So we did a few hours, and then that was it. I went to the comedy show, or the one I told you about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Long ass line. Like it was like half an hour to get in. Waiting in line. But
Uh,
I had they're filming the Netflix special, so I got to
mm,
see like behind the scenes on how they actually film Netflix specials,
yeah.
and it's pretty funny. As he was so I went to the show on Sunday for Andrew Schultz, comedian, and his show in Austin because he's on tour right now. But in Austin, is going to be Netflix special, and he was first of all it was crazy. He had like lights and everything, and it was at the Paramount, downtown Austin. And
Uh-huh.
one thing he did that was real funny is, so you know how in comedy, in stand up shows, they always have like a stool with like a bottle of water
Yeah.
on there. Um, so they filmed 4 shows. They filmed 2 on Sunday and 2 on Monday. But
Mm,
everything has to be exactly the same. Like he has to wear the same outfit
mm,
and the same bottle of water. And there's also a towel.
yeah.
Uh, well, it doesn't have to be the exact same bottle of water, but they have to replace it like periodically to so it can look the same. And
Mm,
halfway through the show, he grabbed a towel and he used it, and then he threw it back on the stool. But then he had to stop. And during the show, he was like holding the mic with his chin,
yeah.
and then he was folding the towel to how it was before, then placed it in the exact same spot. And he's like, "It's continuity." Is so people
Yeah.
so people won't be commenting on the video. Be like, "Hey, that's how it was different 5 seconds ago."
Yeah.
'Cause everything has to be exactly the same. I was talking
How they
about
had to make everything the same.
yeah. So there's continuity in these shows because they film 4 different shows. But
Yeah.
when you see a Netflix special, it's like a compilation of those 4. They cut different pieces from each 4.
Oh, that's crazy.
So it's like the funniest bits from each show.
Damn.
But in order to do that, and I mean, it could look the same. Everything has to be the same. So he has to wear the same clothes, the same outfit for all 4
Yeah.
shows, and then everything around him has to be the same. So he folded the towel and put it there at the end. He was like, "That's for continuity." Everybody was like laughing. And then so when he ended the show, he ended on this. stupid joke. I can't even remember right now, but it was funny. And then he said bye, right, and everybody stands up and starts clapping, and all the lights go off, and it was like a big ending. So he leaves stage, and he comes back on stage, and he's like, "Hey, for," he's like, "if y'all could just stick around for like 5 minutes, because we're gonna do that ending a couple more times."
Yeah,
So he
that's
says,
weird.
well, yeah, he says the same thing like 5 times or 4 times again, and everybody
Damn.
again stands up and cheers, just like if it was the ending, because they're getting different
Yeah,
angles. There's different cameras going around, and now there's one that's going to be going around him.
yeah,
So you had to film the ending like 4 times.
yeah.
So that was all like behind the scenes stuff on Netflix specials.
I've only seen Adam Sandler's Netflix special, and now I think I could see like why it was the way it was. I'm not saying it was weird or anything, but like what you're saying and then versus what I saw on that one kind of line up. You know what I mean? Have you seen the Adam Sandler one?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah. Like it was. Now I understand like why it was that way, why it was filmed that way. But that's crazy. Yeah, everything has to be the same. It makes sense though.
Yeah, or else people will call it out. Be like, "Hey,
But
that's
like, but like, how did the audience react? You know, whenever he asked them, like, "Hey, we're gonna do this like a few more times," they're like, "All right, whatever."
yeah." Nobody cared. They're like, "All right, let's do it again." They got even louder every time. And then
Oh
what
shit!
they didn't do at first, and they started doing now that they asked us to do it again, and people started chanting like Andrew, Andrew.
Oh,
They started chanting his name. Uh,
yeah.
yeah, it's because this comedian. I mean, his style of
He's
comedy and the jokes he makes.
that
Uh,
guy's funny, dude.
yeah, he is, and he started picking on the crowd. Man, I wanted
It's
to sit up
hilarious
front
when he does that.
because it was kind of open seating, but to
Yeah,
get to the front, man, you had to be there like 2 hours early,
yeah. I bet.
and so I wasn't able to be in the front because he'll interact with the people in the front. That's one of his things.
Hmm. He picks on him, right? Dude, like
Yeah.
gacho, like bad.
Oh, there is this couple in the front that they were I think they're like Indian. Their
Damn.
parents were from India, or his
Yeah,
co-host Akash, he's Indian.
yeah,
So he knows a lot about that culture, and he was at their Indian wedding. But this couple in the front, um, he saw them, and he was like, "Hey, how long y'all been dating?" Um, I think it said like 5 years,
yeah.
and and then he asked them. I don't know. He started asking about their sex life, right, which he usually does. But then they said that they're both virgins.
Damn.
And then he was like, "Whoa, really?" He was so fascinated by them. Like he sat down and he started just talking to them because they're like in their 20s.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "So y'all have never had sex?" And they're like, "No." "No, are you going to?" He's like, "Yeah, when like we get married." And he's like, "Well, how long you think?" Uh, and then the girl said like 10 years,
Damn, what the hell?
like 10 years from that point. Uh,
What?
because apparently that guy is in medical school,
Oh, okay, yeah.
and he wants to wait
That
until he
makes sense.
finishes medical school to get married,
That
and
makes
then
sense.
they would have sex. And then he's like, "Are you also medical school?" To the girl, she's like, "No, I do graphic design."
Hmm.
She sounded all ashamed. But and then there's some more jokes. I don't say more jokes, but he
Yeah.
was so fascinated by these by this couple, and that I don't know
Hmm.
if it will be in the Netflix special or not, but that was really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
great.
now I want to see it. I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna look for you in the crowd.
You know what I wanted to do, and I should have done this. I don't know why I didn't think about this before, but you know how I said there's 4 shows all in Austin. He had
Yeah.
two on Sunday and two on Monday, and it would have been the funniest thing ever if I were to go to all four and sit in the front. Tickets were not a lot; they're $35,
Yeah.
but I would bring a different girl with me to every show,
Yeah.
and then sit in the front, and then have them notice me, but every time it's a different girl. And then he'll ask, "How long you been dating?" And I'm like, "Oh, 3 months." And the
But
next
you're
girl
wearing
is
but
like,
you're wearing the same clothes.
I would probably wear the same clothes just to make it even funnier.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't know if it would throw him off. If he would call me, I don't think he would call me out on it. Um, but I think that's something that would have been really funny because I would have just made up a different story with each girl. Like, oh, we've been
Yeah.
dating 5 years.
Yeah.
And then he would just be like, this motherfucker. As funny as, are
And then
you
you buy
huh?
you buy one of those fake beards and you wear it to one of the shows.
Put on disguise. But I mean, I hope he would have called me out on it if I did that.
Yeah.
That would have been so funny.
Yeah, that would be funny.
And I went to the show Sunday, and then Monday I drove out to. This is something that happened recently. I finally got a job, like a big boy job.
Fuck yeah, man. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, it just took, what was it, like 4 months?
Where is it again?
So I'm moving to, well, I don't know if I'm gonna live there, but the job is located in Gatesville,
Gatesville.
Texas.
So you're gonna live in Austin and drive there every day?
No, Gatesville is an hour and a half from Austin,
Yeah.
and
See?
not worth the drive. Not every day.
No. So what are you gonna do there?
What am I gonna do? What? What did you say?
What are you gonna do there?
I'm gonna work there. What do you mean? Now I'm working for this company called Erdl Medical, and I'm being an industrial engineer there, entry level. Well, it's an internship, but it's like it's different because this is an internship for people that have already graduated,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's like 6 months. But then after those 6 months, they'll do an evaluation, either extend it or if there's full employment, then I'll do that. Well, if I want.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things I got to figure out. But yeah, I start October. I start in October, and I was in that area Monday because I had to turn in some documents that they needed for, well, just paperwork, and
Yeah.
looking for a place to live, which is really hard to do in a town of 6,000 people.
Oh, really?
There's
Is
no,
it expensive?
no, it's just there isn't anything.
Everything's taken up already?
Yeah. Um, yeah, pretty much small town, and there's a lot of restaurants there, um, 2 manufacturing plants, and like 5 prisons.
Yeah.
That's what the town is. That's what they do. So there's nothing. There's a townhome. It's nice. It's $750 a month. It's 2 bedroom. Uh, which I don't know. I might get that because that's literally the only thing available in the whole city.
Yeah.
All the apartments are booked. There's another townhome that's like right next to it, but that one's $850.
So are you gonna be gigging still or no?
Yeah, well, the plan is to move to that area, either Gatesville, Caparis, or Killeen. Because Killeen from Gatesville is about 35 minutes.
Yeah,
So living,
that's not a bad place.
yeah, yeah, it's nice, and it's actually pretty big. Well, it's a big city out there.
Yeah.
They have a guitar center.
Shit.
I was like, oh shit, a
Then
guitar
you're
center.
set. You're set, bro.
Yeah, they got a guitar center. I think they have a Best Buy. If they have a Best Buy guitar center, that's it. If they have the Academy, then I'll never leave.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
Yeah.
But if I'm gonna move out to that area, and I'll see um what I'll do. But I do plan on coming to Austin every weekend
Yeah.
because it's just too much money to not make just because like I don't want to play.
To miss out on, you know?
Yeah, I mean making at least like 600 a weekend, just like 2 days. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So I'll be going to Austin pretty much every weekend, at least for the next few months. Because in the spring I do plan on still starting grad school, be online,
Hmm.
and I'll see what I'll do then. But yeah, I'll
How do
be
you
that area.
how do you plan on doing it with work though? Like school?
Well, I mean it's all online, and it's asynchronous, so it's like there's no scheduled times that you meet.
Right.
So I mean, I'm just just study on your own, and also I mean living in a tiny town like that, there ain't much to do
Yeah.
or really anywhere to go or anybody to see. So I mean, just focus my time because my workload is not that heavy. I'll be working Monday through Friday, like 8 a.m. to 4:30,
Oh, okay.
and then we'll have the rest of the afternoon off.
Yeah.
So I think I'll be able to do it. But then I'll see how heavy the workload is these next few months and see. Because there's supposed to be another intern with me. They had somebody, but that person decided to take another job.
Yeah.
So right now it's just me, which sucks because I don't want to do it by myself because it's a lot. Um, so we're looking for somebody. Doubt anybody is just a mechanical engineer, but we need a mechanical engineer to go. You can room together. Are you a mechanical engineer, Matt?
No.
Useless.
Can't
Useless.
help you there, but
Now she asked me, do I know any mechanical engineers? I'm like, oh, well, the problem with like mechanical engineers at Texas State is that there isn't any.
right.
There's no mechanical engineering at Texas State. So I'm like, no, not really.
You were the only one?
No, like that degree doesn't exist.
Doesn't they don't have it.
They don't offer mechanical engineering at Texas State.
So you're a computer engineer.
Not even close. What? I'm an industrial engineer.
Industrial engineer.
Yeah. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
I don't know, man. I just remember you always in the computers, good at math. You made video games or simulation. Sorry.
Yeah, that's not computer engineering. Matt, you need to focus on your studies.
I have been got a long list today. My homework. I've been trying to stay ahead, so it's just a lot. Man.
Oh, there's one thing I say real quick though, but that happened on the gigs. This was our very last gig. It was one at 1 a.m. Right, so these people were drunk. Like, people get drunk at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
And there was these girls there. There's always girls there, right?
Oh, hell.
So these girls were.
What did Jarek do this time? Yeah.
Jarek wasn't there. Who do we have on violin? Oh, you know what? We had Olin.
Oh, you took all.
Yeah, we took all of
He
them.
texted me. He texted me. He's like, "Hey, you know any violins that can go on Saturday?" I was like, I don't know, man. It's tough because usually everybody's working on Saturday.
Yeah, they are. Uh, but
But what happened?
so the very last gig, um, everybody was pretty drunk, and there's these girls. It's kind of hard to tell how old they were, but they're say maybe 20, early 20s.
Yeah,
Um, so they started like dancing, and they were being really flirty the whole time. And when they kept asking for songs, and but they were like these weird, like I guess like reggaeton or new corrido tumbado type of songs that were like, yeah, we don't know those. We know a few, but not
yeah,
the ones you're asking. And
yeah.
so I sang a couple songs, right? And then we played Sino Zekan for some reason. I just was not the crowd for that, but I don't know if somebody asked for it or anything, but we played. And then, so I was singing it, and there was this one girl. She had like this brown tank top, and uh, she was, she was very, she was very flirty, right? So
Yeah.
she was sitting, and she turned around and was just staring at me right in my eyes
Oh shit.
while I was singing the song. And I'm just like, shit. What do you what do you want?
Y'all instantly connected.
And I got to the song, and then I'm like, okay, bye. And I just turned around.
Yeah.
But her friend, I don't know, her friend, sister, or something, but the girl sitting next to her, um, kept asking for the song called, I don't remember the name, but it was something like Conquistame.
Mm.
I don't think it was that name, but it had something to do
Damn.
with that. And she kept she kept looking
Damn.
at me, and she kept telling me, "Conquistame."
Oh my god.
And then in my
And
head,
you're like,
I'm like,
okay.
yeah, it was like, I didn't say anything because I'm like, I don't. But her mom, so I think it was her mom sitting next to her,
Oh
uh,
no.
was like, "Hey, tell her, dile que ya la conquistaste." And I'm like, yo, that's your
Yo.
daughter. I'm like, that's your daughter. I'm like,
That's crazy.
yeah. Everybody was really drunk. Um, her mom was just telling me to that
To
I
do
already,
it.
yeah, that I already conquered her daughter. And oh, um, good for you. But it didn't end there. So, I sang a song. I don't remember which one it was, but then I had this like bottle of water, right? And I sat it down next to me, but behind me on this grill. And so the song was over, and I turned around and reached for the bottle, and that girl in the brown, that was wearing the brown tank top, she got up, and she was going inside the house, and we're in the backyard, so I was like by the door. And as she walked by me, she grabs me. Because my arm was sticking
Dang.
out, and she grabbed
Yeah.
my arm and like pulled it. And I turned, and I was like, this chick wants to.
Yeah.
And then we finished, and then we ran out of
You ran.
there. I was like, okay, bye.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, those situations do get kind of scary.
Yeah, who was it?
So I don't blame you.
I think Cristobal was saying, he was like, why don't you get her number? I'm like, wait, nah.
No.
I don't know. I just never really into getting girls at gigs.
Yeah.
A lot of the times it's also like they're really drunk. And then the next day,
Mm-hmm.
they're either gonna not remember, or they'll be like, "Oh, I should not have done that."
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm like, well,
Sometimes, but sometimes they're, yeah, I don't know.
so I'm just like,
I guess they get, it's just that liquid courage, you know?
yeah,
That's what it does. That's what it does.
people do things drunk that they wouldn't do sober.
Yeah.
But that
Yeah,
was
Alexis.
something. I don't even get drunk. I do more stupid things when I'm sober than drunk because I know that I'm sober. And if I'm drunk, I'm like, oh, I can't do this because I'm drunk. So I don't get drunk. But no, what have you been? What have you been doing, Matt? How are the gigs?
Yeah, they're good. Just keeping busy still. I mean, I don't know. I mean, sometimes the gigs are pretty crazy. I know this weekend, when we started on Saturday, it was around 5:30 or something like that. It was all the way in Bastrop, so it was already a bad day when you have to drive a whole ass hour plus to your gig. You know, for me, it was about an hour 10 minute drive. So when I got there, I got there like a whole ass 45 minutes early. So I was just like chilling in my car watching videos and whatnot. And it was a wedding, so it was a real nice, like super huge. It was on like some country club property, so everybody around there is playing golf. And I bring this up because earlier in the week, I I go to school at ACC on Riverside, and right next to there is a golf course. One day I'm walking on my car, and I just drive off, and I go home. When I get home, I see like this big ass like dent on the side of my fender. Like, what the fuck? So I look at the dent, and there's like these little like holes on the dent too. I'm like, what could possibly make this dent and has holes? I'm like, oh, it's a fucking golf ball. Somebody hit my car with a golf ball. So I was so mad, dude. Like, super pissed off. Anyways, this place has a golf course. I'm like, hell no, I ain't parking next to a golf course again. So I park super far away, and I'm walking to the gig, and everybody's under this tree. So we meet up under the tree, and then all of a sudden you hear somebody yelling at you, and we look, and it's Adolf. He's at the actual building that we're playing at. He's like, hurry, hurry! Like, we're about to start, hurry! And we're like, oh shit! So we start running, and I don't know. After that, the whole gig was just a blur. It was just crazy, you know, a lot going on. The client was being real. He was being really annoying. I don't know, like the whole gig. Like, he was calling out like all these songs that he wanted. He's having literally forcing all these kinds of people to sing at his wedding. Like, I remember this one girl got pissed off because she had to sing. I don't remember what song she had to sing, but yeah, I don't remember the song too well. Anyway, he's just forcing like all these kinds of people to sing. So, long story short, the gig was easy because of that, because like, you know, we didn't have to sing much. But at the same time, it was really annoying dealing with that client. And then at the end of the gig, he was one of those that was like, come on, give me another one. Like, Pilon, like, come on. And we're like, no, we got to drive a whole ass hour and 30 minutes back to Austin. Oh, it wasn't that long. It was an hour drive, but we were just like fed up with that guy already. Longest hour of my life.
That is.
And then the Este Vato.
Do you know who that is?
Yeah, I don't look like Jeffrey Dahmer.
You kind of do.
I look nothing like him.
Like, yo, you got the same glasses.
Oh, yeah, you noticed him?
You got new glasses?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm like,
the
yeah.
aviators.
I'm like, I've seen those glasses before. And then I'm like, oh yeah, serial killer
Not a serial killer.
with that mustache. I don't believe you.
I don't have bodies hiding stashed behind my apartment. This is my view, by the way, here at the apartment.
Is that a
Can you
tree?
see that? Dude, like every morning, there's like, I'm trying to show you guys. There's like deer and shit back here.
You're
I
just
remember one morning I woke up and I looked out there and Ivy was like staring out the window. So what are you staring at? Like this big ass, huge deer just standing out there and they're staring at each other.
you know go out there and shoot him.
That was funny. No, I don't have any guns. I want to get one though.
Just for fun.
Oh, I don't know. You never know. We live in Austin now. All these crazy ass people.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's Austin is
But
crazy. What?
yeah, Austin is really bad. I mean, all the roads here are really bad too, man.
Yeah, the traffic hasn't gotten much better.
Yeah, and I've been getting like screws and nails in my tires left and right. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten my tire patched since I moved here.
Shit.
Going and the amount of hours I spend on the road, because of us doing what we do, we put a lot of miles on it. That's
Yeah.
one thing.
Yeah, there's that driving
Yeah,
sucks. But you know what would be nice if I do live in Killeen, all those gigs out in Killeen and Salado and Georgetown. Be like, oh yeah, I'll be there in 10 minutes.
yeah. I remember the times we would go there is when I would gig with Eugenio or when I was in Compadres. Dude, and then what made me mad is sometimes he would pay us like still like $60 and we drive like 3 hours away for the gig.
Yeah, he would. Now he doesn't.
And then you'd be like, what the fuck? And then he's like, well, you should have rode with me. And then you're like, what the hell? Joe, can you?
Yeah, do that. But now, I mean, he pays more now.
He's cool though. Yeah. It's starting to go up. Our base pay.
Yeah, seeing the price going up in Austin.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Eli was telling me the other day, he goes, it used to be like 30, 35. And then every now and then, he goes, it went up to like 45. Then you're at 50. Then before we knew it, we're at 60, Damn, can you imagine getting paid 35 the hour? Like now, right? I guess it was different back then.
Yeah, I mean that's how it was in the valley just 5 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
5 years ago in Austin, it was 60. There were still a lot of groups and like 5 years ago in Austin that were paying 50. Leo was one of them. Eugenio was one. Sergio, those guys, the real Mexican groups were paying 50. But now,
Leo probably still pays everybody 50.
sometimes now he pays them a lot better, and there's only 5. He only has a 5-piece, and also he started paying more because, well, you know who actually called him out on it was Little Alex.
Oh,
Because Little Alex get pissed and about the pay, but not also that is so the tips. What he would do with the tips was fucked up at the restaurant, and he still kind of does it. But again, now they all. So Leo started doing this back when it was like literally just his family that was playing, because his brother and his brothers and his uncle, they also live in Austin.
Yeah.
So what he would do is, so say you play like a planta at Azul Tequila, and let's say Adolf's there, right? So he's in charge.
Yeah.
You each get your base for the planta. And then so come the tips, what he'll do is take 25 out for gas, and then the rest split it up evenly. But why little Alex got pissed is he was the only one like driving, like he wasn't taking anybody with him.
Yeah.
So he's like, well, this is, for all the gas they spend during the week. I'm like, well, but he would do it at every restaurant, and they used to have 3 restaurants.
Yeah.
So he's taking like
It's just not fair.
$75 out. And he used to do that before because they actually lived together, like in the apartment, and they would all ride together, or they all use one car. I'm like, yo, it's not like that anymore. I'm playing with your family. All these people are coming from different parts of the city.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not cool. So I used to do
That's
that.
just not fair. Yeah.
Yeah, Mariachi in Austin 5 years ago used to be a lot different with those groups.
Yeah.
Now they're paying more because people started complaining, or they're like, all right, we'll just go play with fucking Carlos Meda. You can pay me 80.
Yeah.
Or Paul or something. So,
and
that's actually what Alex did. Alex left Jalisco to go play with fucking Capital.
Yeah.
They said he makes more. But one thing I was going to say. Oh, another thing that happened at that last gig, that client really pissed me off. Like I said, they were drunk and they asked for Mujeres Divinas. So I started singing it. And it's kind of low, the register of that song. So it's not like I can be screaming or belting it out like the whole time.
Yeah.
So as I start singing, like the first line in, some guy in the back, or on that table, at the back of that table, yells out, he says, "I can't hear you." So then I started singing softer to the point where nobody could hear me.
Yeah.
And then I did that for a while, and then he shut up. Then I started singing normally.
Yeah.
I'm like, this fucking bitch. What do you think? All of you are screaming, and then we don't have microphones. Like, what? I'm not just gonna start screaming the song out, which I could.
Yeah.
But that's one. It sounds bad, and then it's bad for me. So I slapped this guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, clients get like that.
Yeah, they do.
Especially at night.
I remember the other day we did a gig for a retirement home, actually. And this old lady got mad because she asked for a corrido or something. Corrido is something. I don't remember exactly what it was. And Eli's like, corrido de Monterrey, sale. And Louis like, no, she's asking for something else. And Eli kept on, yes, corrido de Monterrey, come on. And Louis like, okay, sale, corrido de Monterrey. So we did it, and when I was singing it, she was getting all mad. And her other old lady friend was like, calm down. She's like, no, calm down, sit down. Because she was about to get up and come tell us something. And I was like paying attention to her, like, damn, like she's really mad. And then on top of that, I fucked up the words because I was paying attention to this lady. It was like already the end, so I was like, oh, whatever. And so, yeah, but some clients do get really pissed off about stuff like that. It's like, well, whatever.
Yeah, you can't.
What can you do?
You can't make all the clients happy.
No, definitely. But it really is a show for us, though. Like whenever they act up.
Yeah, I mean, there's been people getting in fights at gigs. There was the one time where these people got in a fight, and they but it was a bad fight, and apparently these people already been at each other for a while. So
yeah.
Man, this is so long ago. It's so hard to remember exactly what happened, but it was a big deal because the cops came, and we actually ended the gig early.
Yeah.
But from what I can remember is the guy that one of the guys was hiding in the house,
Yeah.
and the other guy was like outside, and the cops were trying to find the guy that was in the house, but they couldn't find him 'cause he was hiding.
Damn.
It was like a
Hmm.
two-story house, so I guess there's somewhere that there's like no way they could find him, and
Hmm.
nobody in the house would say where he is. So after like so we ended the gig early, and when we were kind of waiting out there in the parking lot. They had already paid us at this point, but we were just kind of standing there talking like usually do at the end of the day.
Hmm.
And I don't know if the client or the cops or something came to us. It was like, "Hey, do y'all need to leave?" Like, why? No, we were like, okay. So we left. Um, so I don't know what happened to that guy. I don't think they found him because they're getting
Yeah.
frustrated. They're getting annoyed. They couldn't find this guy. And then I was actually leaving, and as I was leaving that gig, I ran out of gas.
Yeah.
And then so I was like maybe a mile away from the gig, and this is when I was still playing with Alex.
Yeah.
So from what I remember, who was there was me, Alex, Paula, and I think Steve. I
Hmm.
think it was us four. So I'm like maybe a mile away from the gig. There is a gas station like maybe a mile or less down the road. My car was completely dead. Like no gas at all. Car stopped. And what was really funny, um, I called Alex, but he didn't answer. I don't know what he was doing. Well, he was driving. He was driving, right? But I don't know if he was on the phone or something. He passes by me.
Damn, dude. What a dick.
But he didn't see me because I was like, so I turned into a street, and he drove
Yeah.
by the street that I turned into, and he
Damn.
didn't. And then he drives by me, and I'm like, oh shit, there he goes.
Oh man.
And I called, and he didn't answer, and
Oh
I'm
shit.
like, what the fuck do I do? Because I had no like gas tank, no, I had nothing, and luckily this guy was driving, and this is also, we were in North Austin by Round Rock,
Yeah.
so a lot of white people, and so pretty much a lot of white, and there's a lot of money there, right? So, and this is also my first year like in Austin, my first couple months or so. So I'm like, white person coming, and there's this white guy, big old truck too,
Yeah.
like redneck looking guy, and I'm like, shit, this guy's gonna give me trouble. So he comes to me and he's like, "Hey, what's going on?" And I was like, "Oh, I just ran out of gas." And he's like, "All right, hold on." So he gets in his truck and he leaves. And then he comes back with like a gallon of gas. But he took a while because he said he didn't have like a container, so that he went to
Yeah.
go buy a container, fill it with gas, come back, and then put it in my car.
Yeah.
And then he followed me to the gas station to make sure I made it, so I was able to put gas. And then he didn't charge me or anything. He was like, um, just pass it on. Basically, the next person you see is in trouble,
Yeah.
help them out. And I was like, okay. But yeah, so that guy helped me out. I don't remember his name. I don't think I ever got his name. But I remember Alex just passing by, and I'm like, damn, I'm stuck out here. I
Yeah.
was out
That's
in
funny,
Round
dude.
Rock, didn't know nobody, and that guy just happened to go by and save me.
Yeah.
I was in my suit
Yeah.
too, so I had no other clothes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit, I don't want to walk a mile in the suit.
You're about to pull a desperado. El
Yeah,
mariachi.
people were like, oh, this guy's got a gun in his case.
Yeah.
Like, maybe.
Scare people.
Man, what time? It's 11:30. What do you got to do today, Matt?
La verga. I got a shit ton of homework.
Yeah.
I got seven assignments to do, or 7 tasks. I guess you could say.
That's nothing. You do that in 20 minutes.
Really? Do you think that's nothing? Really?
25 minutes.
You think it's 20? Like if you had like
Mm-hmm.
things to do, would you have that amount of tasks to do like for school? Do you remember? Or like did you just pretty much read every day?
Hell no, I read once a semester. Dude, I did not study for shit. Probably reflects on my GPA. And GPA is not horrible, but it's not above a 3.0, which is kind of bad. But no, I would have assignments. But also my professors, for the most part, were kind of strict on them. So like, if you don't turn it in by a certain day, that's it. And they wouldn't give like 5 assignments at once. It'll be like one every 2 weeks or something, or once a week.
Oh.
So I wasn't getting a lot. I mean, I had multiple classes, so there's times where I had like 3 things due in 1 week.
Yeah.
I would never do them up until like they were due. It was really bad. So I would listening, don't do that, especially if you're a student. But
no, because it's hard. Like, I got a lot of assignments every day.
I mean, but are yours more like critical thinking stuff, or just more like you have to know the book?
No, it's mainly you're reading and you're being tested on it, like with assignments, and then you have to do like these little activities. To help you remember, I guess, because this is a lot. Like, it's a lot of stuff, but it's cool. It's fun, but it's just a lot. So sometimes on the readings, I don't get everything. I gotta absorb everything.
Yeah, I mean, those assignments help with getting the information.
Yeah,
you have to know.
Yeah,
but you'll be
anyway.
Good. Yeah, I guess we can probably end it here. I also have to do some more stuff. I have to take a drug test for the job.
Oh shit! It's getting real.
Yeah, I would be so nervous if I like did drugs, but I don't. So I'm good.
But you don't, so you're not nervous.
Yeah, I'll still suck if I fail that drug test somehow. Like, what? I don't.
I don't even drink water.
I don't drink coffee. Like,
yeah.
What are you gonna get?
That's good though.
Yeah, so I gotta do that. Bro. And I got other stuff. But since I'll be kind of in that area, I don't know. Maybe we could start doing some in-person podcasts again.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be good.
Yeah, be great. But so this has been episode something of season 3 of that podcast right there. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, but so see you guys next week.
All right. See you, bro.
All right.
See you guys.
All right.
Mariachi Sagas.
Later.
All right, bye.